recording started. There we go. Type a 2 in if you can hear me and see me okay. I just want to make sure that everything is working appropriately and you're all starting to wake up and getting jazzed. All right, Jeff, fantastic. Got a bunch of 2s. Wonderful. All right, let's pull up some charts and look at some things. So we're going to come over here to our day trades and we'll just get after it. Really easy. Okay, so AMD, a little bit of a gap up, kind of a pitiful gap up, but at least it's not, I guess, dramatically gapping straight down. So you'll notice that AMD during the FOMC stuff traded down into the 200. So this is the 5-minute chart. I'll just kind of pull it up so you can see it. A lot of overnight volatility in the tech market. And during the FOMC, I mean, if you're trading shares, right? Shares are easy to buy pre-market. We just traded right down there. And we did make a nice new low in the pre-market, post-market. So there's definitely going to be some trapped bears. There's going to be some eager bulls. We'll see who wins the battle, but we are making lower lows and lower highs. So I guess that should be considered. I think the main reason that, you know, AMD is doing its thing is Intel. Intel was really volatile overnight as well, and we're gapping down on Intel just a little bit on earnings. So we're not going to day trade Intel specifically today, but just looking at it, right, the gap is, you know, it's a little on the weak side, I guess. Just a tad weak, nothing too crazy, nothing too insane. But that's kind of, I think, why, you know, AMD might be just slightly more volatile than not, you know, overall. So that's AMD. So coming back to AMD, what we can do is we will draw, right, our highs and lows. And I think we all know in order for us to trade this, I think we're pretty comfortable with the rules now. We need to open above the open or take out the high or the low of the day to trade in the first 20 minutes. Otherwise, we got to wait. So let me drag these down here. And AMD, the high of yesterday was 117.16. 117.16. And the low is 108.63. Got it. So there's a high, there's a low. We got those moving averages on bigger time frames. Understand Delta. So Delta, again, a bunch of moving averages in the way on Delta. We are gapping up today, and I don't know if I'm going to trade Delta or not. We'll see. Again, the gap is okay, but we did trade yesterday right into some nice resistance. 39.96, a lot of support, a lot of resistance up here, mostly from bigger moving averages on Delta. This was a trade that we took yesterday that we won small on at the very, very outset. Like, I mean, so small, it was essentially a break even, and then took a breakdown here, which unfortunately did not work, and ended up trading into that resistance. And then again, that was a selling spot where the market sold off with the Powell plunge later in the day. So Delta got that. Don't know if I'll trade that today. Doesn't look super enticing. Apple is gapping up pretty okay. This is I mean, our earnings are right around the corner tonight, I believe. And Apple gapping up, it's a relatively decent gap, right? Trade down to the 100. Again, this will help the overall market do its thing, but in general, some slight strength on Apple, which again, I guess is okay. So we're going to draw the high and the low of the day. Here's the high, the low. Okay, so the high of the day was 164.39, 164.39. And the low was 157.82. So Apple was an interesting trade yesterday. If we just go into the 3-minute chart and just kind of analyze it. I don't think tons of us played Apple specifically. There wasn't really any strong signals that I saw. Later in the day, you can kind of see, here's your signal. This was about 18 minutes after I got off the microphone. You had some really, really good bullishness out there in the market. So this little bear candle was really essentially your very first signal. We did have a bear signal right there. Bull candle closing below the 10 that we were able to avoid. We could have, if we took this trade, probably won very, very small. We could have won very small on it. That would have been it. And then this bear candle right here Entry here, stop down there. Again, probably would have been a small win with an exit right there at about 1.2 Rs. But yeah, Apple's always a good mover. Will says, could Apple beat earnings in a decent way? I think they're going to beat earnings. The question is, will they gap down or not? That I don't know. I actually think Apple probably gaps up small and then kind of gets faded a little bit. It's just a guess, obviously. Pure guess, but I think that's probably what happens. It gaps up and just gets faded some. Now, here's what's interesting, right? So Tesla had great earnings. They are gapping up a little bit. And I did get into a trade that I'm pretty proud of on Tesla yesterday. I did post this in our official trade journal. And I posted this on our website, on our Slack channel, all that good stuff. But I got into an iron condor on Tesla yesterday, which is probably going to be significantly reduced today. So for my option traders, this is the trade that I got. If you're not an options trader, type in a 6 if you have no idea what an iron condor is. And I'm not going to explain it in depth, but for my 6s, I do teach the strategy for free in our advanced section, right? But an iron condor is a way to get paid for the stock doing nothing. That's what it is, right? So I'm getting paid for this stock doing absolutely jack squat over earnings. And I'm getting paid a lot. This was a 20% return on risk. So of the amount of money I risk, I'm going to make 20% return just because Tesla didn't do anything. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. So anyway, that's an iron condor. It's an option strategy that I do teach for free. I mean, all over our website, all over our YouTube channel. And this expires February 11th. I'll probably buy it back today or maybe Friday. We'll see. I'll find out how much the options kind of decreased. But looking at Tesla, right, you are going to have a lot of battling today. So again, I'm not exactly sure how aggressive I'm going to be on Tesla today specifically. Yesterday, like I said, I got into the Condor, and here's the 10 EMA on the daily, 10 EMA on daily. So again, I'm just drawing this out so that we can kind of see that resistance. So you see where the 100 is? This purple line that says 100 SMA on the daily, that's going to be a resistance. And we did hit our heads on that yesterday. We are gapping up. It's not a bad gap at all. And I do think Tesla can have some decent strength today. I'm not bearish specifically on Tesla. I just didn't think it was going to do much. Right. So that was the Condor. The Condor approach is me going, all right, well, I think that people expect something really interesting. And I'm just essentially saying, I don't think anything's going to happen. All right. So this was 906 was the exact low to the penny. And the exact high was 987.69. Of course, Elon Musk. All right. So there's the high and low on Tesla. We'll obviously watch it today. But today will be another day where I'm going to be pretty patient out there. Roblox is gapping up, but just very small. So again, this purple line is the 10 EMA on the daily, which is coming down to kind of press this market a little bit lower. So that's 73.57. Draw the low, draw the high, and that's going to be really it on Roblox. So high of day was 70.13. Wendy says, you're so cool. You're hilarious. I'm not cool. I'm a nerd. I studied way too much option stuff for way too long. So I just happen to know a lot of very interesting, weird strategies. But again, to come full circle, how cool is it that once you study this stuff, you know how to make money if the market goes up, you know how to make money if the market goes down, and you even know how to make money if it doesn't do anything. Type in a 3 if that's awesome. I mean, that's really cool stuff. Now, do I always do iron condors? No. I get into an iron condor probably like 6-7 times a year. It's not a very frequent event, but at least I know how, right? At least I can take advantage of something not doing anything. And that's a cool thing. But anyway, there's so many strategies out there. It's good to learn. And I will absolutely agree that you want to have a focus for a certain period of time, right? Master one particular strategy. So you go, okay, cool, I got this, right? So the 10 EMA, day trading, swing trading, We master that strategy. We spend 4 or 5 months, and to the point where you're like, okay, I got that strategy down and I can make some money with it. Now you can go learn and just understand other strategies. You don't even have to trade them. When I was studying strategies, I wasn't using all of them. I was just learning about them. I was making money with a focus, and I would take the other time that I had available in my life and just would study other things, right? A lot of reading, a lot of charts. Which company did I trade exclusively for 2 years? Who here remembers that story? All right. Simon was the first to throw it in the chat pane. Simon's correct. All right. So this was Apple. So for 2 years, Apple. That was it. That was what I traded. Got to know Apple really, really well. Now, for that 2 years, I was using tons of strategies, but I was only trading Apple. So I would day trade, options, credit spreads, covered calls, put sales, swing trading, all kinds of stuff. So yes, I was all over the board with my strategies, but I was still focusing on just Apple. So again, having these abilities, knowing this is going to take time, team, everything takes time. So just remove that block from your mind. It's all going to take time. Jose, I appreciate that, man. Thanks, dude. I freaking love you, Jose. You're so cool. Got a new one coming out with him very soon, actually. All right. So that's Roblox. Next on the list is NVIDIA. And I do like this gap up on NVIDIA. It's not a bad gap. I'm not upset about it at all. The 10 EMA is 245.10. I'll put it at 244.85 right now. So NVIDIA, it is gapping above the open. So let's just do a quick true or false. True or false. We could, if we want to, trade NVIDIA in the first 20 minutes today because it's opening above the high. Yep, it's true. Now, will we do that? I don't know. Right? Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. But we could. Per the rules, we're allowed to. Now, that's what I'm getting at. It's a bear candle gapping above the high. True or false? If it was a bull candle and it was opening above the open, would we be able to trade it in the first 20 minutes? And that is false, right? No. So it has to be a bear candle opening above. So I do like this gap. It's, again, not the most bearish thing in the world. And we'll see if we can get some bull love on NVIDIA. We're bouncing off the 200 simple. So, yeah, we'll see. And we got the draw. We got the lines drawn in. 200 simple on the daily is now 221.52. 221.52. And that's it. All right. And then just to review what the Qs are doing. So the Qs are up a little bit, not tons, 1.5, gapping up small. And here's the hourly chart. So you got a decent little hammer. So let's see if we can slowly continue. Overnight would be nice, or, over the next few hours or whatever would be pretty. The 50 EMA on a weekly, I need to adjust this line because it actually is now a little bit lower, 356.43. 356.43. That's a big level to keep our eyes on. 356.43. So that's exactly where we ran our head into yesterday and sold off. So again, these purple lines is where I'm getting into bearish positions on the Qs. The higher we go, the bigger position I'm in. So if we go to a 200 simple on the daily, right, here's the 200 simple. So we're at 365.72. That's really where I think we can ultimately get up to, hopefully before February. And if we get up there, I think, again, that could be a decent little spot for, some reversal opportunities. And then SPY, right? A little bit of a gap up on SPY, and that's, doing its thing. All right. Let's just look at 2 or 3 other stocks that you guys have threw in the chat pane. The trade desk is gapping up very small. I mean, nothing overly special or interesting about that. 100 simple on the weekly is at 64.07. 64.07. Here's the 15-minute chart. Yeah, so that's really it. Hector says, Buenos dias. How's the family, dude? How's everyone? Fill us in. I need some pics too, dude. Where's my pics? How come my phone's not blowing up? Yeah, I'm with you, dude. All good. Love you, bro. You're the man. Still waiting for Hernandezville. Let me know when we can build Hernandezville. All right, U.S. Steel, ticker symbol X. U.S. Steel gapping up small, not really clearing any pivots. Nothing arduously exciting. Long term, you're down at some 100 and 200 simple moving averages, so I think that's a bonus. Right, that's an intriguing event to say the least, I think. So, looking at it, looks kind of interesting. I think we need to just kind of keep an eye on that and just kind of get what we can get on it. Yeah, that's really all I see. Nothing amazingly rock solidly exciting on that, I think, in my opinion, on US Steel. Ford. So Ford, this is a weekly chart, had a big pullback. The daily chart, right? Again, really nice hammer. We talked about that yesterday. Mentioned let Ford gap up and let it retest that hammer. It is a nice hammer. So if you're going long here, it makes sense. If your stop loss is there, it makes sense. If your stop loss is down here, it makes sense. Earnings is around the corner. Yeah, Ford's doing its thing. It still is not nowhere near the all-time high, but if we're looking at a monthly chart, does it need to eventually retest the 1766 level? And the answer is absolutely. Right, got to retest that at some point. So buy low, sell high, all that kind of fun stuff. Netflix. Netflix weekly chart just getting absolutely smoked. This is what Woodshed Williams P&L looked like for a period of time. Got to make fun of my boy Philip for a second. He's in the building. This right, Philip. This was a screenshot picture of your P&L at one point. Leah says he isn't the only one. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, shoot, guys, this is type of a one if this is your P&L statement for everyone at one point in your trading. I mean, come on. Like, guys, mine went to zero. Right. So it's gonna happen. I mean, my P&L did this and just it went negative. Okay. Anyway, this is not good. This is not good. That's what I'm getting at. This is the opposite of good if you're in a position. Now, there was some news that came out. Bill Ackman is loading up. Bill Ackman putting in like 300 milli into this one, something like that. I forget the exact article. I don't read the news. But that's not a bearish signal. And 3.1 million. Okay, that's nothing. That's tiny. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Right. We'll see. Oh, 3.1 million shares. Got it. That's different. That's different. That's Thomas Wong money right there. So he's thinking this is a bottom, and I'm not going to disagree with him, right? No one ever times the bottom correctly, but it's down 50%. Down a lot. So we'll see. Weekly, monthly, anyway. Definitely a little bit of a gap up. And if it trades up into 430, it'll be shortable. Watch it today, and we'll kind of see what happens, and we'll kind of get it from there. And it'll be interesting and intriguing. Okay, so that's Netflix. Michael says, which MAs are you using, the EMA versus the SMA? Great question, Michael. So SMA is 100, 200. EMA 10, 20, 50. Yep. You're welcome, dude. You're very welcome. Remember, guys, I'm giving a prize away today. It's a small prize, but it's a little bit of a gift. Edward loved his gift that he won on Monday. So the gift for the free week is I did Edward's voicemail. You guys want to hear the voicemail I left him? I wonder if this works. How did I? Okay, got it. Okay, all right. Let's see if you guys can hear this.
This is Edward Lynn's voicemail.
You lose, you win, and then you Edward Lynn. You know what I'm saying? Leave him a message so this greatness, this immaculate, a man can call you back. Anyway, that happens. He actually made that his voicemail. Let me be clear on this. he is a very important person in a very large organization that makes rocket ships. Okay. He's a jet propulsion specialist, AKA a rocket scientist, or as George Bush would say, rocket surgery. And he actually made that his voicemail. Is that hilarious or what? Anyway, so bomb. And he had someone call him. Oh, good times. Good times. All right. I'm being happy. What else you guys want to look at? Servicenow. All right. Servicenow got requested. That's a nice gap up. Yeah, it is. Let me look at two things. That is a nice gap. Yep. Here's what Servicenow is likely going to do. This bad boy is going to have a quick spike higher, a nice little sharp dip, and then a slow chop up. If I had to guess, that's the best guess that I could do. Otherwise, it would just absolutely fly to the moon. But that's probably what I'm thinking on Servicenow. It is a really good gap. It is gapping up into a very strong downtrend. So that's why I'm expecting some selling to come in. But it's strong enough of a gap that you can get some bears that are a little hosed. Z-Links. Steven says everyone needs a good intro voicemail. I agree. Z-Links is a good gap. This is one of Matt DeLong's favorite companies, and it's gapping above the 100. It has a phenomenal hammer, really, really intriguing upper shadow. So if I was playing Z-Links personally, I'd be buying it off of 185.75 today for either day trade or swing trade. Western Digital is gapping up. That's a pretty good gap as well. Just keep in mind the 1 hundo on the daily is at 58.54. So keep that in mind. And yeah, I don't know. If you're day trading it, look to be bullish, but just kind of watch it kind of closely. DWAC, Digital World Acquisition. If you're a Trump fan, you essentially got to be in this. And if you're not a Trump fan, you should probably short it. Don't care what side of the aisle you on. Money can be made up or down. Jose says this is Falco's favorite stock. Exactly. I think we all know which side of the fence Falco's on. Digital World Acquisition, right? If it breaks above here, probably go bullish if you have a stop loss right there. Tuana says I made 17K on October 22nd on DWAC. Nice. There we go. So yeah, I mean, it's an inside candle. Compression's nice. This was really the 10 EMA strategy was right here and right there. This one technically isn't actually closing above the high. Again, I do like the compression. You could play it. If I'm looking at all the moving averages, I mean, you're above everything on every time frame, and I wouldn't be massively bearish. But if we gap down and take out the low of this, then that's a little on the bearish side. But this is a really, really good compression. I can't deny that. In fact, I'll certainly put on the list for the afternoon room today. Friday, you're going to get to listen to my best friend, the smartest person I know, one rich dude named Matt DeLong. He's so rich, in fact, that I thought about changing his first name to Money DeLong so that I don't even have to say Matt. I can just say Money. And love that guy. He is a great trader. And on Friday, he'll be going over his strategies and information with you guys as well. Okay. George says, I like to make money on both sides of the aisle. That's right, baby. Zoom, ZM, slow dumpster fire, slow death. Don't be long. McDonald's fade, says Steven Jackson. Yes, McDonald's fade. This is actually probably a great time for a bull put spread on McDonald's. If you are an options trader, and if you have no idea what that means, I teach it for free in the advanced class. You guys all know that, right? I know we have 3 minutes before the market opens, but You all realize if you go to reallifetrading.com and you take this stuff right here, this is at least, and I would love to exaggerate, but I'm really not. What do you think about this pop-up? I love this pop-up. It's so good. Anyway, this course is worth at least 13 grand. And here's why I'm saying that. I spent $26,000 of educational material learning the stuff I teach in there for free. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just letting you know it's really good. Anyway, that's all. You know, if you ever, you ever want to, it's free. Also, we do have a foundation. If you ever join Real Life Trading, or even if you don't, and if you feel like from the goodness of your heart, you want to donate to this foundation, it is obviously a very impactful organization. We are supporting Feed the Children. Goes without saying, if you ever want to throw out $100, $10, $1,000, $100,000, 17 cents, do it there. From the goodness of your heart, I'm all about giving. The secret to living is giving, ladies and gentlemen. Martine says, RLT is blowing my mind. I love it. Javier says, I'm currently taking the advanced day trading course, and that's amazing information. Well, thanks, ma'am. So McDonald's, long story short, buy it off of 243 or do a bull put spread for early February down here at the 235 level. Russ says $1 million worth of free courses. At least you won't lose getting smoked housed in positions. Yes, this is true. All right, Squadrini, we are ready to rock and roll. The only thing that we could trade this morning closer to open is NVIDIA. I did buy some calls on NVIDIA yesterday on the retest of this bear candle, and I missed getting stopped out by about 6 cents. So entry was there, stop was there, and so I am happy on the gap. I'm gonna try my best to hold it. What options expirations did I buy? I don't even know. That's not good. I should know that. I'm in February. Okay, that's probably not awesome, Newsome. That's probably not the best thing ever to do. Let me see if I can lock in a quick gain or Rooney on these things. Let's put in $15 and see if that fills today. That'd be a 1 hour win. All right, so we're gonna keep NVIDIA. Let me mute TOS, so you guys are gonna hear old bells going off like crazy all day. So NVIDIA's on the list of something that we could trade faster if we need to, right? AMD didn't quite open. Delta didn't quite get there. Apple might have got up there. Nope, Apple didn't get up there. Tesla, oh yeah, nice flat open Tesla. Let's go, baby. Okay. Oh, nice option. Just the volatility got absolutely crushed on those. That's good. I like money. This is good. This is good. This is very good. All right, so we'll see what Tesla does just in general, and kind of how it plays itself out. Okay, let's do. All right, Roblox, nothing really. Qs, nothing really, and Spy. Again, we'll just kind of see. Thomas says Lucid's probably not going to fill. I'm in Lucid puts at the close of yesterday. I am filled. That was the plan from last week. Again, no clue if it's going to work or not. But I'm in those March 35 puts on Lucid for me personally. NVIDIA, okay, nice little move, NVIDIA. So let's pop in here to a 3-minute chart. We looked at everything else. Ooh, very pretty. Very pretty. Come on, fill options. I'm trying to sell these at 15. I bought them at 11.50 and sold. Nice. Nice. Okay. Just scored an R on those. And again, am I selling too early? What do you guys think? Of course. Duh. 100% selling those too early. It's going to go to 300 by tomorrow, probably. I need to take that R. So can we talk about why I traded that? Sure. All right. So let's just walk through. Market hasn't been open 3 minutes. Is this a bear candle? Yes or no? Yes. All right. Is NVIDIA at a support? Yes or no? Yes. All right. 200 simple on the daily. Did we have a bullish gap and go that opened above the high of this candle yesterday? Yes or no? Yes. All right. We opened right here. So we had bullishness, right? We ran up. We were showing some strength in the day. And so my plan was, okay, if we get some FOMC volatility, I'll buy the high of this candle, which has already got taken out. Old resistance, new support. And so I just simply said, all right, I'll buy here, stop there. So this is my risk. And my reward is essentially if we make it up here somewhere. So it's about, I'm risking that to make this. And that was the trade, team. I wish it was more exceptional or exciting than that, but it isn't / wasn't. And that's that was the analysis. Yep. That was it. So got filled intraday. So let's just pop into a 15-minute chart so we can kind of see like what I was thinking again yesterday, and we'll go a little bit fast. So this was yesterday's move, right? So it ran up, so we can clearly see it had a new high. This was the resistance, all this resistance. So again, I said, all right, if we can retest here, if we get done here, I'll buy here, stop here. This is what the 15-minute chart looks like on NVIDIA. So the FOMC came in, I bought there. Remember, I said I almost got stopped out. This was truly, I mean, without exaggeration, $1 or so away from my stop on the option. It was very, very close. And I was willing to take that R. I was willing to take that risk, and I got lucky. It could have gapped down today, and I could have lost an R and a half. So all those things are possibilities. Stafford says Tesla's dropping hard. Yep. So Tesla had its earnings report. It's going to be a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. So you're going to get some selling, but Tesla has taken out the low of yesterday. So we are allowed to trade it after the first 20 minutes. Right. After the first 20 minutes, we are allowed to trade it. Doesn't mean we have to or that we will, but we could if we needed to. Just something to, I guess, essentially keep in mind. Now, so here's the 3-minute chart. So we'll see if we get some buying to come in, but we got to wait 20 minutes to short it, but we can definitely absolutely play Tesla on the downside. Let me see if I want to buy back these options at all. Wow, the puts still have most of their premium attached to them. I mean, the 710, 690 puts, the calls evaporated pretty gregariously, but the puts still have a lot of premium. I think that those puts are pretty far away. I mean, man, the 710 expiring in 2 weeks. So it'd have to hit the 200. I don't know. We'll see. Leah says, I'm in lucid short. Awesome. Me too. I'm in this one bearish. SB says, good morning. Good morning, SB. Thanks for being here. All right. So popping back over to the Qs just so we can kind of see what it's doing, right? So it did have a little bit of a gap up. This is the 5-minute chart. We made it a little bit of a high right there, and we'll see if we get any kind of bull push at all. Right? We may or may not. Who knows? SPY, trying, Roblox. Roblox is still just holding on by a thread. Apple gapped up, Delta gapped up a little bit, AMD gapped up just a little bit. But again, we're gonna have to wait on that one. So the only things that we can look at are Nvidia and Tesla. Now we can trade Nvidia right now. We just have to get a trade set up on it, right? We have to get a close above and below on everything. How is this looking? Okay, so this is the non-extended. This is the extended. All right, I'm just gonna get the chart so it looks pretty. Okay. There we go. All right, so back over to a Tesla again, getting some droppage on Tesla. I do expect Tesla to be weaker than strong today for sure. And the lower it goes, right, the more I'll be positive on these bear call spreads, and eventually I'll buy to close the bear call spreads. We are still 20% or 185 points away from my short put, and it expires in 2 weeks. He says, I can't short Tesla. My broker sucks. Oh, yeah, your broker's the worst. You can't short Tesla? Ew. What are you, in TD Ameritrade? What are you, in the 4th largest broker in the world? Can't short. So I will say this, Leah, there is something called the hard to borrow program. Sign up for that, aka make that phone call. You can short it. So yeah, get on that hard to borrow and you can short the heck out of it. That'll make you a bunch of money and you'll be very happy with me. You'll go, thanks, Jeremy. That was very nice of you. Yeah, because I short Tesla like a bouse very frequently. And I also use Thinkorswim, but I couldn't until I had to do that hard to borrow thing. Yeah. Mark says, my Schwab broker says I can't short a stock I already own. That is true. You cannot short something because you can't sell a thing that you own without selling the thing that you own. Does that make sense, Mark? But that's why it's very important to learn puts. Got to learn puts. Got to learn how to trade options. Those are key instruments, extremely viable, very beneficial, super useful. So remember, A&D did not give a signal. We didn't open appropriately to take a trade on this one at all. So we're just going to keep waiting. Probably going to have to wait an hour on that one, most likely. I did get out of my NVIDIA call option, so I got really lucky on that. Might even be able to take that same trade again with the profits, or maybe with half the profits. I don't know. Just watching the cues for right now, just to see what we end up doing. Again, in general, this gap up, not the weakest thing in the world. Stafford says, if I join RLT, would that trade option on Tesla be yours in Slack? Yeah, absolutely. I'll show it to you. So this was the post right here. Official option trades and 211. I'm getting into Iron Condor on Tesla. It's right there. This is available to everyone who joins. Yep. So since Stafford brought that up, let me at least talk a little bit about how you can join RLT. Ladies and gentlemen, RLT is more than a company. We are a movement. Our mission is to enrich lives. And if you're ever intrigued just to know how good we are at doing this, I have never personally seen a trading organization with a higher rating. Go and check them out. There's a lot of great companies out there, and I like tons of them. And I know most of the owners, but no one has a 4.9. The highest I've seen so far is a 4.8. Okay. So we got this bad review, whoever that guy was. We got this poor, this average, 4% great. But what do you guys think? I mean, does this look like every good company that you know of? Right? You know, Geico Insurance is like, we have a 99.9% customer service rating. It's like, we do too. Am I going to piss someone off? Guys, I hope so. If I don't make one person mad out there in my world, I'm doing something a little wrong. There's no way I can't say one thing. The person who didn't like us, by the way, was a Tesla bear. One person who was very bearish on Tesla, hated the fact that I was bullish on it, gave us a bad rating. Another person Didn't like the fact that I laughed a lot. So I got a bad rating for that. He said, Jeremy laughs too much, 1 star. Well, bro, I'm sorry I'm happy and I have a great life. I apologize. So anyway, what I'm getting at is we are a great service. We are a great customer service experience. If at any point in time you were unpleased, let us know and we'll do whatever I can to make you happy. And if I can't make you happy, we'll give you your money back, right? I don't do this for the money. My goal is a lot larger than that. I know that eventually we can implement change inside the educational system of America. I know that that can happen with enough people and enough movement. We can help teachers. We can help kids. This is bigger than me. This is bigger than us. This is bigger than trading. This is a large mission, my friends. And I'm telling you this from my soul. I love money. I want billions of it. I love money so much. I will outwork any person on earth to make more of it. And I will give 99% of it away to help, to grow. I understand the secret to living is giving. I got that a long time ago and I'm all in on it. So that being said, if you feel like real life trading is a great investment in your education, this day trading room that you're a part of right now, we are doing a year special for the entire year. It's $2,400 and we will give you the day trading weekly options course included in that when you sign up. A lot of you are asking about how to day trade weekly options. I'm very good at day trading weekly options. I day trade shares primarily, but don't get me wrong. As humbly as I can say this, I'm top 60 in the world at day trading options. Okay. I'm up there. I'm a really, really good options day trader. So if you want to learn a little bit more about day trading options, it's included with this price and you get everything you're beginning for a year. If you have more than $20,000 account, this is a no-brainer. The afternoon swing trading room is $19.95 for a year. This is free, essentially. This essentially doesn't cost anything. I'm also going to give you the intro to options course. So if you don't know much about options, you want a little bit more advanced info, you can get that included in an entire year program. And then $39.95 for the year, you get everything, right? You get Slack, you get the weekly options newsletter, you get the trade journal, you get the morning room, you get the afternoon room, you get both of these things, all less than one college class. This is an absolute fact. And again, I am here to serve and to provide real value. Is this more pricey than most trading services? Yeah. I know what value looks like. Could I have a lot more people with $25 a month? Probably. But I don't really want to work with 400,000 people at $25. If I'm day trading like this, I want the people that really, really care about their portfolios, their performance, their legacy, generational wealth. It takes money to make money. It takes money to make change. I want to work with people that are phenomenal and are incredible and aren't scared of price tags. So that's my sales pitch. Hope you sign up. If you have any questions, let me know. But this is the link to sign up. I'll put it into the chat pane right now. Okay. So looking at the cues, again, just keeping a close eye on it. This is a morning star reversal. This is the 5-minute chart that we're looking at right now on the cues, just so that it's here. Let me pop this in. Why did that not go through? 635. Okay, let me edit this. That's not going to fill. We'll try 645. So I'm trying to do an options trade right now on the back end. I did buy a call or two yesterday on the cues when we bought them down here. See if I can get out of those for profit. All right, Tesla. Again, we are able to trade Tesla. We got 4 more minutes. So if this candle can hold right here, we'll have a setup on Tesla. NVIDIA, we can also trade NVIDIA, but we haven't gotten a signal yet. This is not a bad signal, this bull candle, but we didn't get a candle close below this moving average. So we got to wait a little bit on that. By the way, good sale on NVIDIA. All luck, obviously. Had no clue it was going to do that. But it's good to take profits when you have them. and move on. Okay, Cindy says, I entered a bullish stop limit order at 61 on Zim last night. It didn't fill this morning, but it's up over 62. Did I do that correctly? Let me go check. We might have gotten skipped over for right now. This is the 1 minute chart, Cindy. So this exact second, we might not have gotten filled. Let me go check. No, I don't believe so. So keep this open. It will fill probably in 10, 15 minutes. But great question. I'm super, super glad you asked. Yep. SRRA. This is one that we're trying to buy a pullback on. Haven't gotten filled yet on the pullback. So we'll see if that comes back lower. Bethune says, taking profit on Lucid. Oh, yes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I've got some Lucid puts. I do. Dang it. I should have bought more of them. You guys ever had that happen? I told you guys I was going to buy all the puts. I bought 30. I'm in 30 puts. I should have bought 3,000. But, what are you going to do? Just the perfect close. Leah says Qs are breaking 350. Oh, come on, Qs. I need you to rally. I want you to go up. I want you to go up. I got some calls I'm trying to sell on the Qs. I threw out an order for 645. I need to go 10 more cents. Let's go Qs. Buy into fear, baby. This market has been rewarding people that have been buying low and selling high. Buy on big down days, sell on big up days. That has been very profitable, and I think it'll continue to be profitable. Just a few more pennies. I need like 10 more cents on the Qs. I'm just going to sit here and watch it just for a second. I just need to go like right here, 350.70, and I'll be filled on my calls. Ryan says, question, when you're looking to buy puts, how can you tell how high the premium is? The premium high or low? That's a very valid question, Ryan. So there is something out there called implied volatility, or IV. One specific way to do it is, and I would just, it's kind of like a rule of thumb, essentially. If you pull up the implied volatility and it's over 40%, that's high. That's on the high side. And yeah, that's essentially it. I mean, you just pull up implied volatility. It can be relative to the stock, but I mean, 40% is pretty high on anything, right? To give you an example, let me just go look at the Qs right now. You do have to have, a broker or whatever that covers and shows you implied volatility. Give me 3 seconds. I'll show you how to do that. Would you guys want me to show you how to do that in TOS? I know I'm a little all over the place right now, but I'm just happy. Why is that? Oh, wrong one. Okay. You guys are all saying yes. All right. So here in TOS, this is TOS, February. If you go here where it says layout, all right, I have volume open interest. If you click on that and scroll down to implied volatility, see where it says implied volatility, probability out of the money, all that stuff. So implied volatility on the Qs call options right now is, just got filled on my calls. Nice. Is 32%. So it's not extremely high, but it's getting up there. The puts, right, 34%. So if I go over to Tesla really quick, if I come over to Tesla, this is my iron condor that I talked about. You guys can see that below right here. So this is my iron condor. The option implied volatility is 90%. You'll see that 90. That's a lot. So there's still good premium for February week 11. I mean, relatively speaking. And if I scroll down, these are the calls that I sold. Look how far away I sold these guys. They're still 81%. So there's still some money up there. So I'm up $1,400 on the day on those call options. Sorry, on that iron condor. I just need the volatility to slowly go away to seek out of those. Michael said, did you get weekly calls for the Qs? This is the trade I got on the Qs. I made 3 Rs on those. The ones I bought were February, regular February, which was this expiration. So I had the 3, just sold the 350 calls. I think 360, sorry, 360 calls right here. Mike says, so over 40% is bad. Yeah, over 40% is not ideal. Exactly. Hope that was helpful. I got on my Q's calls are right here. Now, obviously, I know it's going to go higher, but again, I'm trying to lock in 3 Rs and, go on about my day. Thomas says, oh, you're talking about implied volatility rank. Got it. Okay. Now, again, I love promoting other people and their talents and their skills. So just a really quick promotion of someone other than myself. If I go to mentoring, you're on RLT and you click on mentoring, you scroll down here. If you want to work with Thomas Wong, AKA a rocket propulsion specialist, I highly, highly consider doing that. So he works on day trading sentiment, conservative option selling, position trading, thinkorswim. So he's more beginner focused. So if you're a beginner and you want to work in a small group setting, there's only 3 slots left with Thomas. We got Steven and we got Robert Thompson. If you are looking to math-based options, honestly, team, just do one of these. Like, this guy's incredible. This guy's incredible. This guy's incredible. If you want to learn more about options, work with one of these 2. If you want to learn, well, really everyone's doing options. They're all vanilla. You can't go wrong. Sign up for either one of these 3. This is a beginning mentorship. Probably just works on what day works best for you. So Thomas and Steven both doing Monday at 8, and Robert's going to be doing Thursday at 8 p.m. So Harold says, I signed up with Thomas, looking forward to improving my trading skills. I love that. Love it. Love it. All right. So again, right now we're just being patient. We're being patient pandas, right? NVIDIA has to close below moving averages. Tesla. This is the 3-minute chart on Tesla. And it's been 20 minutes. It's actually been 25. So let's see how this candle closes right here on Tesla. Let's give this one, when's it close? 2 minutes. Okay. This could be nice. We'll see how Tesla closes. And the rest we have to wait on, right? AMD is still sideways. Delta broke the high of the day. So Delta is super strong. So we can put Delta on the list. That's something that we can trade. Apple is hanging out. Roblox is hanging out. The Qs had a little bit of a pop there, and the SPY is hanging out. Let me pop in here to Slack really quick and let everyone know that I sold my calls. By the way, again, if you're wondering about Slack and its value, let me scroll into just yesterday, just so that we're clear. I do post 99% of the trades that I take before I take them. Again, I can't post everything, so don't be waiting around for me every 18 seconds to tell you what to do. Right, my job is to teach you so you can do it yourself. But at 210 yesterday, right, I said I can be wrong, but I'm guessing we will have a reversal off of these levels. The markets are rewarding buying low and selling high. Getting into some calls here on the Qs. Just sold my puts for a gain. Right? So I'm not going to be like, hey guys, buy this strike price with this expiration because this is what I'm doing. Legally, I'm just telling you what I'm doing, and you're going to have to make your decisions from there. I think that makes sense, right, team? Step in one if that makes sense. So it's like, to an extent, I'm here to teach you how to fish. If I give you a fish every day, I got to fish. So if I'm sick or if I'm on vacation, you ain't eating. Help me help you. Exactly. I want to teach you all the tools that you can go fish on your own so I can do whatever I want and we can do it together. So John says Tesla put sale tomorrow at 780 gets $1.30. That is sensational. Leah, I haven't watched this yet. Leah, don't be mad at me. When I was scrolling, this is my Slack. I just assumed that was your post. I haven't seen it yet, and I'll watch it, but I just I was like, oh, this is no. Not that this was you. I thought that you had posted this, is what I'm saying. Oh, that's hilarious. No, I wasn't calling you a stripper. Oh, man. That's good times. That's good times. I just thought that you would have posted this. It was actually Joshua Schwartz. You guys are hilarious. Oh, Matt says hit play. All right, let's watch this then. Everyone wants to watch it. What was that not attached? ARC in 2022. That's the headline for this. Wait a second. I don't think that was even bolted in. Was it glued to the ceiling? Man, I think it was glued. All right, whatever. That's brutal. Leah says just exited Lucid for 3 Rs. Oh, great job, Leah. Fantastic. That's so good. Oh yeah, no, it's going to go lower, right? Of course. We're never going to get out the bottom. We never get out the low. But I'm so glad that you were able to absolutely smoke that thing. Good work. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Leah. Type in an L in the chat pane so Leah can get some love. Making some money on the downside. She either shorted or played it with puts, which is remarkable. I have a sell at 13 on the option. And it's at 8. Oh boy, this can get dirty. Wow, the option's at 8. It went from 6 to 8. It's down 7%. Man, those options are about to get repriced real quick. Those options are not correctly priced. This thing is down 8% and the option went up $1. I got March. I had the March 35 puts. So that's wow. Really off. Interesting. All right. Well, gonna hold that thing then. All right. Let me go look at Maxar really quick. MAXR. I got a put sale on Maxar at 25. It's not looking that super great right now. Okay. Back over to Tesla. Tesla did not hold that 3-minute candle, unfortunately. It's too bad. Nice little drop. This was unfortunately right at that 20-minute mark. Now, so this is not a do not, I'm trying to figure out what to say. Whatever. Let's just do this. Could you have done this? Again, I didn't do this trade on Tesla. I'm not in this. But what we're looking for is how to trade this strategy. That's what I want to burn into your brain, is how to trade the strategy. That's the goal, right? The 10 EMA. So is this a bull candle closing below the 10? Right? Absolutely. Okay. We know it's closing below the 10. We got it. Now, is this one also closing below the 10? Of course. We didn't go lower than that candle. Now, We know that we couldn't have traded Tesla for 20 minutes because that's the rules. It didn't gap below the low. It just took out the low of the day. That's it. So the next candle that came in is this one. Now, this is after our 20-minute time frame. And again, you guys all know I didn't do this, but the question is, could we have? So could we have entered here on a retest with a stop right there? Could you have set that trade up? And would it match all the rules? And the answer is yes. Even though we're not taking a breakdown, we could have gone, okay, here's all the information, and here's how I'm going to take that trade. I didn't do this trade. I'm just walking this through as an example. And the reason I always say I didn't do this trade is I want you all to know when I take a trade, I'm going to tell you. So let's just be very clear on that. If I'm in something, I'll let you know. I'll brag about money real quick. Okay. Oh, I'm in this trade. I'm crushing it. So here is the entry. Here was the setup that would have filled somehow. That was like the luckiest fill of all time. Super, super lucky. This is probably what Simon did. Simon posted a chart in the chat pane. I'm going to pull up in just a second. And 1.2 Rs on that move is right here. It's not even a new low. 1.2 Rs has essentially been right there. It's like 1.3, 1.4. So the very next candle, and boom, you would have been out. Short, buy to cover at a new low, buy into weakness. And that would have been it on the trade. So now let me go look at Simon because he said he made 1.2 Rs on Tesla. Oh, Simon, that's exactly what he did. You couldn't have scripted that any better, bro. That's crazy. What a baller. Everyone typing an S into the chat pane for Simon. I didn't make money, but your boy Simon did, and that's what matters. He knows how to follow the strategy. He saw the trade. He made the money. Leah says, I have made 3 Rs. My rule is if I make more than 2, I have to protect my gains and stop trading. I love that, Leah. If I was in the room with you, I'd give you a big hug. Congratulations. Take your 3 Rs, go protect it. It's early in the day. You made your money, right? Compounding effects. If you keep doing that on a weekly basis, a net 3 Rs every week for the rest of your life is millions in 3 years. All right. You got this. Take care, Rockstar. Stop posting those stripper videos. All right. So Simon, great trade, man. Great trade. Tony says, unless your R is $1. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Leah's isn't. That's why I was speaking to Leah specifically in that example. Yeah. My very first risk unit when I figured out what risk units was $50. I did that for a month, made a little bit of money. I did 100, did that for probably 2 or 3 months. Then I went to 200. I was at 200 for probably, once I understood what it was, I was probably doing that for about a year. I'd make somewhere between 6 to 8 hours a month. So like $1,300 extra for a little bit. Juan says, what's the difference between the AM room and the day trading room and the beginner? If you join the AM day trading room, which one do you join? So this is the non-beginner. Juan Cortez is a great question. The beginner room is this exact same thing, but slowed down. That's it. It's even slower. So if this speed works for you, you can just hang out with us here. All right. Is AMD setting up? Nope, not yet. It hasn't taken out the low or the high of the day, and it didn't gap or anything. So we have to wait an hour to trade AMD. We can trade NVIDIA. We can trade Tesla, and we can trade Delta. Delta stanged me a little bit yesterday, so I'm going to wait on that one for a second. The Qs and SPY. This isn't a very interesting price action. What? No way. I got another swing trade. I did not share this one. Right? I don't share every single one. I'm in a trade desk. Look at this. What is this? What is going on there? That's silly. Come on. $64.04. What do I have the order for? $64.05? Bro. Come on. One Penny Newsom sailing the seven seas once again. I'm gonna get my eye patch. All right. Well, you guys can see me do it. Oops, hold on 1 second. Let me increase the stop to here. And let me go ahead and bump up. No, I don't want to do that. TOS have been so laggy and so lame recently. All right, 64.10 then. I'll make another $5. Fine. Trade desk. You do you, bro. Jonathan says, what time does the day trading room close? We close at 2 p.m. Eastern. I pass the baton over usually after the first hour. Sorry, 2 hours. Then I throw it over to someone much better than myself. By the way, speaking of someone better than myself, I don't know if he's here right now, but if you guys have never been in the beginner room, type in a 4 if you've never been in the beginner RLT room. Throw in some 4s. Okay, if you've never been, go there tomorrow. One of the best day traders I know, his name is Johnny Guarco. He's better than everyone else here by a lot. He's very good at explaining. He takes it extremely slow. He's a rock, that guy. Be careful what kind of trading plan you give Johnny Guarco, because that man will follow it. He is a stud. If you ever need someone to find something on a map, give that map to Johnny Guarco, because that dude will track it down. So anyway, if you haven't been in the beginning room, go there tomorrow and try out Johnny Guarco. Oh, you're here, Johnny?
I'm always here. Just never know it. I'm swift, silent, and deadly.
That's it, baby. I'm just talking about how great you are as a day trader, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Love you, man.
Love you too, bro. Yeah. So
trying to be like you. One day I'm gonna catch you.
Come on, baby.
You're 30 years behind me, but one day I'll catch you.
Let's go, big man. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, he has that military advantage, military discipline. So Johnny Guarco is former Marine. And type in a 7 if you are current or former military. Oh, wow. We got a lot. Okay. So first and foremost, thank you so much for your service. I appreciate you immensely. And secondly, if you are in current or former military, email Johnny at Real Life Trading. He does a lot for our military men and women. And again, thank you so much for your service. I really appreciate you all. But yeah, email, please. If you are current or former, email Johnny. We have a lot of things that we do with military men and women, family members. Yeah, let's get after it. All right, we still have tons and tons of time left. I am waiting on trading something. We have NVIDIA as a possibility. Wow, I got so lucky with those option sales. Holy smokes. Oh, I got filled on trade desk, ladies and gentlemen. Hooray. That's good. All right, so exited trade desk. Hit 64.10, so I got out. I'm out of trade desk. So I'm getting into a nice little comfy cash position right now. I am literally in two things. Tesla. I'm legitimately in two positions as of this exact second. I'm in a Tesla Iron Condor, which again, by the way, team, still has really good premium. Not the Condor, but the put sales. If you're an option seller or you know anything about put sales or bull put spreads, Tesla still has some really, really good premiums down here below the 200. So just make sure you can or potentially want to own some shares, or you want to do a bull put spread, but just know that there's some volatility down there. I'm okay with essentially waiting for a little bit, but this is a 10 EMA strategy. If Tesla closes here, I will buy some puts tomorrow on a retest. Now, what I just said right there, folks, you got to be quick and you got to listen. You got to listen quickly, as 50 Cent would say. That analysis, I'm not saying it's going to work, but type in a 7 if you know that I'm going to do that. So when I say, hey guys, if this happens, then this, I am military precision, folks. I got a notepad right here. I write down my notes. I go, all right, buy Tesla puts on a retest at 920. When I say things out loud, I'm doing it. It's going to happen. I'm a man of my word. And as Scarface says, a man has two things. I don't break my word. But if you got my word, you got an ironclad contract. So when I say like, all right, hey, this is what I'm going to do on Tesla, that's what's going to happen. So anyway, that's it. Don't break either. Don't break either thing that Scarface mentioned. I got my word. I got my balls. Pacino. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, what's the best Pacino film? Go. What's the best? All right, NVIDIA, watching NVIDIA. All of them, says Ian. Scarface, then he says Brody Godfather 2. Scent of a Woman, hands down, for sure. Any Given Sunday is great, though. I mean, Devil's Advocate's amazing. Al Brochino. Good. That's very good. So team, the ones with the green arrows, we can trade. The rest, we're just waiting on. NVIDIA, we're allowed to trade per our rules. We just don't have a setup yet. Tesla, Simon made 1.2 hours on Tesla already. So I'm just going to give this one a few seconds to see what it does. Let me find out what this blue line is right here. What is this blue line at 879.75? Is that just like a random support line? Yeah. Okay, just a random support. So we can easily break that. Oh, okay. The pre-market low also. Wow. Wow. All right. So if Tesla breaks this and retests it. So for a learning moment while we're here, again, this is the free week. I don't necessarily always drabble on this much so that you guys are aware of that. Yeah, I do. Who am I kidding? That's my specialty. So when we're talking about why would I take a retest, who can tell me why I would rather take a retest here than a breakout? There is a very specific difference. The reason is because this is a support. We can see that. It's a confirmed, very, very good support. So for me, just to like, boom, get in short right there, as soon as it breaks down, some buyers are obviously there. And also keep in mind, if I'm drawing two lines, green line and a red line, do I want to sell at the green line or the red line? You want to sell at the red line, right? Sell as high as possible, not as low as possible. So then when would I take the breakout? Because you guys have all seen me take breakouts before. So when would be the appropriate time? And the answer is my favorite thing in the world. Compression. The key is compression. If Tesla did this for an hour and a half to 2 hours, because we're looking at the 15-minute chart right now. If we compress like this for 15, let's say 2 hours, would I be then much, much, much more inclined to take the breakout? Yes. And that lesson is worth millions or hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands, up to you. It's That's it, man. That's trading money 101. We're talking legit difference between those two skill sets. Compression is everything. Mike says, do you have a way to interpret which way the compression will break? Of course. Can anyone answer Mike's question? Who can answer that? Bob got it. The trend. The direction of the trend, that's the way that you're going to plan for the compression to break. There you go. Or as Blazing has says, do the opposite of him. All right. Hector says, thoughts on Lynn? Is this Edwards Company? Lennar. Daily. Oh, I see. You're talking about shorting on a swing. Yeah, bro. 96.39. Short the bricks off that thing. Now, keep in mind, you are a rock solid support. We break that support, it's going to be some trouble. So I'd probably do like half an hour and half an hour. I'd probably short here, and then I'd probably throw in a short right there too. Short a little bit here, and then really slam the hammer down up at 104. Because it's a pretty blue chip stock that's going to, it pays dividends, going to do its thing. SB says, would you sell a put on the SPY for March? I wouldn't do it today at this exact second in time. I know that this is, counterintuitive, but you want to sell the put last 2 or 3 days, right? We're already up. So you want to sell puts on fear, in panic, in massive extreme moments of selling. That's when you want to sell puts. Now, if you sold some puts in March, would they work? Probably, maybe, most likely. But if we do something like this and something like this, you're going to get absolutely squashed on those put sales. I mean, you're going to get just raked over the coals. So you want to avoid that, obviously. So the time to sell puts is absolutely when you got some big fear. So yesterday, any of these last 3 days would have been the time to do it. Ozzy says, with the 10 EMA strategy, do you take volume into account? A lot, dude. Yes. That's my thing. I'm a volume guy. So speaking of NVIDIA, all right, here's the 3-minute setup on NVIDIA. We can absolutely throw this and see if we get a pullback. Kind of essentially the low of this bull candle with a stop up here. $3 stop on NVIDIA. Not bad. And we can set that up. Now, will it fill? No clue. Will it work? No idea. Does it follow the strategy? Yes. All right. So copy link. Okay. New day trade on NVDA. All right. Got it. Let me go set that bad boy up. $3 stop, 5,000 divided by 3. Okay, today's the 27th. Wow, today's already the 27th. Get out of here. What a crazy day. So we're looking to short a pullback. Again, will that trigger? No idea. Will it work? No clue. I will set that bad boy up and we will try. 75, $3, and target's going to be like 227. We'll come back to that later. I worry much less about the target and much more about the stop. Targets can figure themselves out later. Juan says, why are you using the 10 EMA strategy now over others you've used in the past? So essentially, one, I'm just trying to pick something that helps other individuals and is easy. I'm trying to make it. So my goal is to make the trading journey for everyone as easy as possible. And a lot of my strategies were very subjective, which is easy for me. But some people aren't great at subjectivity. They want, like, is this a good trade? Yes or no? And here's the 6 reasons why. And that's what a lot of people need, is that exact approach. Roger says, Jeremy, already made that trade on NVIDIA with the target, the new low. No, you're good, man. You're already in, right? So yeah, you're good, brother. I'm assuming you're already set up. So great job. Juan says, gotcha. Good starting point. Yeah, man. I want to give people some wins early on. I want to give some simplicity. I want to help them. Yeah, that's all, man. Just got to pick something, trying to make it as easy as possible. Tesla's going to be relatively weak most of the day, so keep your eyes on that. Again, this compression here. Delta, a little bit of a double top on Delta. Good shot. Good job, Hunter. Man, you are a Delta trading specialist, dude. Do you work for Delta? So again, I didn't take this on Delta, and it's perfectly okay. That's not my strategy right now. But would you guys notice right here? You see those 2 really strong moving averages on a bigger time frame? Right, type in a 6 if you could, as you get better at your trading, understand that, hey, these big levels are going to be a strong resistance. Let me short there. Let me short up here and put my stop loss up there and see if those big moving averages work as a resistance. I didn't do that trade. Hunter didn't do that trade, but someone could have. Ron says, just hit my target on NVIDIA. 10 EMA strategy. I love it. What? Dude, great trade, man. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, get up for Ron. Type an R into the chat pane. Ron just hit a target on the 10 EMA strategy for NVIDIA. I love it. Ernesto, the answer is yes. You can, because again, team, what you'll realize is the more you start using the strategy, the better you'll get at your own version of it. So, as an example, could you said, all right, there's a ton of bullish volume here. We closed below this bullish volume immediately. Jeremy got very lucky somehow and sold calls right at the exact top of the day. And thirdly, when we close below this bull candle, we could have gotten in bearish here with a stop loss right there and just exit there for 2 Rs. And the answer is yes, right? The rules that I had created was you want the moving average, you want the candle to close below both time frames, both charts, right? Not both time frames, both charts, both the extended and non-extended charts. So that's just my particular rule to, again, to make things really clear. But you can absolutely have shorted that as you get better and better and better at the trend, at the strategy, at the understanding of the candle sentiment, and so on and so forth. 100%. Julian says, Jeremy, will you trade my account for me so that I can go back to sleep? Do you have over $10 million? If you do, let me know. We can work something out. Otherwise, no. William says, have you tried automating the 10 EMA strategy? Of course. Bro, I got a trading robot in a whole other account working right now. Matt, what's our trading robot shorting? I'm sure it's shorting along some stuff presently. But yeah, bro, I already got it. We got a robot. We got automated trading. Just crushing it. Jonathan, yes, 2 different things. Yep, 2 different things. So Matt's is a little bit of a different approach. We are going to build an indicator. We actually already have an indicator for this exact strategy, but we're working on it. Ozzy says, do you use grid bots? Do you use grid bots? I don't even know what a grid bot is. Well, I guess the answer is no. I'm assuming you do. All right, Delta hanging out. I'm just gonna watch that for a second. AMD. JP says I shorted AMD at 110. You're dirty, JP. That's just filthy. You're a bad man. JP saw this bull candle here, close below the 10, close below the 10. You entered there, stopped there, just got out. Good job, man. Dean says, if you want to learn to program your own algorithm, check out RLT Algo channel, RLT UK Algo Zoom room on Thursdays. What? We have an algo channel? Wait a minute. We help people build algorithms? What? No way. No way. Get out of here. That's silly. Don't tell me that. No. No. Gustavo says to donate money for the kids. Can you please show it again? Of course, brother. In fact, type in 1 if you want to donate some money to some children. It can be $5. It's really easy. Just go to reallifetrading.com, ladies and gentlemen. The very, very front page of the website. You can't miss it. It's on the very front page, reallifetrading.com, and just scroll down an inch, and it's right here. There it is. Let's go feed some children. You can everyone who types in 1, just throw in $5 if you want. It can be 10, whatever you want. Goes to a good cause, and obviously we are a foundation, so you will get all the appropriate paperwork as well for your tax and charitable donation causes if you need or want that. All right, so Tesla did break, ladies and gentlemen. It broke that level that we were talking about just a few moments ago. So what we're going to do now is kind of plan for this to retest and kind of start coming up with really what I'm looking for as a short entry, probably something like this. Limit and stop loss. Something like this on Tesla. Okay. NVIDIA, I probably missed it. I'm sure a few of you caught it. In fact, type in a 6 if you caught NVIDIA. Right. Remember, I'm always going to be slower on the microphone. That's why I got to make money on the other end. I got to get my swing trades in and trade my Lucids and trade my trade desks and my calls and all that kind of fun stuff. Andrew says, I got 1.2 Rs on Tesla, but I missed NVIDIA. Oh, no. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry, you only made 1.2 Rs. Oh, darn. Is Tesla a good long-term buy? I think so. I mean, this is NVIDIA. I think so. I would just probably try to buy it off the 200, which is at 814. Yeah. So Tesla can definitely go lower. You're getting some sell-off. So if it pulls into 814, that's probably where I'd buy. Small helping. And then eventually, all 7s would probably be a good price. 814 and 77777. Yeah. All right. Well, we definitely got to keep Tesla because it was earnings and yeah, getting a little bit of selling out there on that. Let me go look at Lucid. Wow, Lucid's just getting straight up squashed. All right, so I don't think it's going to hit my target. My $15 sell. What do you guys think? Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to get your perspective. So I have this is the weekly chart. Wow. Okay, give me a second. Let me look at this. Oh, wow. The 50 is right there. All right. So I got March puts. I bought them for 6 and some change at the close of Friday. I should have bought a lot more contracts. This is my target of 29.02. But my target on the option I put is $15. And right now it's at 8.90. Should I sell at this target? Or should I try to hold for this? What do you guys think? So type in either 15 or type in T. Should I just sell this target, my puts, or should I hold for 15? Hector says sell half. Oh, I didn't even think about that. How dumb. Got that. Done. That's exactly what I'll do. Yep, you're absolutely right. Okay. Cancel that order. Cancel this order. So sell half of these puts. So 15. Good to cancel and submit at, let's submit here, method. All right. Less than 29.02. I'll just put 29. Limit 8. Okay. Save. All right. Selling half when Lucid is at 89.5 or 29.2 and below. Got it. Thanks, bro. And then when that happens, I will get into a bear put spread against the other contracts and just let it do its thing. Great idea. Kelly says, Jeremy, what are your thoughts on stop loss when buying shares for long term? Good question. So I don't use a stop loss if I'm in shares for a long term, like I want to be in this position forever kind of thing. I use puts. So I hedge with options is what I will do personally. Yeah, I'll do a lot of option hedging. If you want to learn more about that, Kelly, I do teach a lot of that for free right here. I teach the strong basics and the beginnings of it. If you have more than $100,000 in the market or in stocks, ladies and gentlemen, this particular program right here is called Hedging with Options. It'll literally pay for itself in 3 seconds because I'll teach you about covered calls and collars. And this is probably the most viable content I've ever created on options. It's a good sales pitch, but it's extremely true. So this is what I'll use, Kelly. I will use hedging principles for long puts, protective puts, bear put spreads, collars, dynamic collars, super dynamic collars to hedge downside risk, but keeping upside profits, potential as well. A very good question. In fact, let me pop over to, let me see what Square is doing. Square is down 2%. They had some type of headline risk come out saying something about bearishness. PayPal's chilling. Google hanging out. Q's. Wow, Q's kind of reversed. Tony says, so do you buy puts and sell them when profitable, but you keep the shares for a long-term position? Yep, exactly. Hector says that SQ put hedge saved me over $10,000 last week. Love hearing that, man. So you're telling me it was worth the $300 investment to buy the class? Yeah, good job, dude. Options are great. Options are very useful tools. Got to learn them. Got to play big in this space, you have to have option trading strategies. It's an absolute must. Okay, team. So again, for those of you, Roger, Roger just got himself his target on NVIDIA. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone to give it up for our boy Roger. Type another R into the chat pane. Apparently R's are making money today. You got Ron and you got Roger. Crushed it on NVIDIA. Taking that breakdown. Nice work, boys. I'll cancel that particular trade presently because obviously I missed it. Let me tell everyone in Slack to cancel. Nope. Missed the initial breakdown. Roger said, I love the strategy. Yeah. So glad you like it, dude. Steven Jackson said, I made money on Apple. Ooh, bro. Come on, Jackson. You know better. Oh, bullish. Oh, okay. I thought you took this little breakdown. Oh, snap. Ladies and gentlemen, type an S into the chat pane if you can see the cleanest bull 10 EMA trade right there on Square. Sorry, on Apple. Apple, not Square. Now, the challenge was this one didn't meet any of my rules specifically for the 10 EMA strategy right now, right? Because this was within the first hour, but that's irrelevant. We can see the strategy. The point is to burn this into your brain so that when you start understanding this, you can just start printing money and be extremely lucrative and profitable in the market. That is the goal. Tej says, I'm in on that Apple breakdown. Almost at the target. Good job, Tej. Well done, bro. All right, so Tesla, I'm going to wait for a retest on Tesla. We should get one here. So I'm going to keep a very, very close eye on Tesla as a retest. If we don't get one, that's fine. We did have a decent amount of compression at that support, but not nearly enough for me to get in short. And yes, I can obviously see that we broke down and we did continue. Trust me, though, it's better to wait for that compression 99% of the time. Taste has just got 1.2 R's on Apple. I love it. Hunter is playing the double top on Delta. Man, you guys are just cleaning up over there. Good job, team. Way to get after it. Way to get after it. So pretty. Wow. Cute, man. This market's tanking. I got extremely lucky on that call sales. Wow. What I need to do to thank the universe for today. I need to do something magical. Man. I don't think I've been that lucky a long time. I sold my NVIDIA calls right there for an R, and I sold Q's calls right here for 3 R's. What? Man. We're about to get another down day. So now I'm kind of like, should I get into calls again? Or if we close below here, it's just, I'm thinking just to play the puts. Like this looks weak. Wow, Tesla's down 70 points right now. Apple, Roblox is about to make a new low. Oh boy. This is going to get rough. Spies only up 0.7. AMD's breaking out. So right now we're able to trade everything. Everything on our list, we are able to trade it because it's been an hour. And I will be handing off the baton here in just a few seconds. If you're ever wondering how you can find out where the schedule is, just click on live trading and scroll down to the calendar, and you can always check out what's happening next. So at 10 a.m., Dan Jansen will be popping in. Right now, Robert Falco is crushing the morning beginner day trading room. So Dan Jansen is going to be taking over for me in about 20 minutes. And I'll be in there in the afternoon room. And then tomorrow, Dan Jansen in the morning room. You got to get to experience him, followed by Robert Falco. So it's just going to be good. Just again, get different perspectives, hear different thoughts. I am very interested in what the heck the market's doing right now. We are still really weak. Team, I'm telling you guys, a retest on Tesla to 907 on like a swing level is going to be practically free money for the shorts. So just keep in mind, I did cancel my personal Tesla Nvidia trade. I missed the breakdown. A lot of you caught it, which is perfect. That's the point of the whole program, is make sure you guys make money. Not to brag, it's easy for me at this point. I can do it. I can see it. I don't always make money daily, but I make money every month. It's easy for me. I want to make sure it's easy for you. I want you to be rich, so rich. Retired in a Caribbean hotel. Rich. Come on, baby. Tawana says, I'm so ready. Yes. So let's be real, team. Let's get rich. Not beat around the bush. We want to make some money. Michael says, is your plan to buy weekly puts? Yes. On Tesla, when it retests 970, I won't buy weekly puts. I'll probably buy February puts on the swing level. Yeah, a retest of 907. Now I'll buy regular February 920 puts on Tesla. Tay says, Jan, would you for a bull candle on the daily? Would I wait for a bull candle on the daily before I get into a spread on McDonald's? No. No, you want to get into a spread on this fear. That's the time to do it. Make sure earnings was tonight, because I don't know for sure if that was the case. I believe it is, but they were yesterday. Okay. So yeah, if you're going to get into a spread on McDonald's, like 230, 225, regular February. And then if we close below this 200 retest, you can buy a put just to protect the downside, just to have some risk exposure out there. Yep. Javier says, would SPY be a good entry for the 10 EMA strategy? So we're getting a little bit of a bounce right now. Which, dang, man, we needed it, huh? We were just like selling all the way off for a second. So we need a bear candle to close above the 10 EMA, Jose. Javier. If we get a bear candle close above the 10, yeah, you could go long SPY. Absolutely. Just got to wait for that bear candle. All right. Now, Michael, for this retest on Tesla right here at 885 for a day trade, you can play weekly puts. Yeah. But that's a day trade. AMD. Again, we definitely want a bear candle to close below the 10 to go long. I'm not going to short this candle. Who can tell me why? The strategy requires the first bull candle. That's the best. And I'm not saying you can't play a continuation. I'm just saying it's the better approach is you want the first bulls. So these candles were here, were the first ones closing below that average, and that's where you're shorting. Now, it doesn't mean you can't play these. They're just not the first. So it means it's a little on the low side. Yeah. So for me, it's all about finding that just classic, like right here. That was it. Those are the ones. Tesla, same thing right over here. That was it. Those are the first ones right there. Delta's hanging out. It's choppy. Apple still chilling. Roblox, rip. Rest in peace. Q's and SPY. Okay, so we're all hanging out. Got 15 more minutes together. I'm on fire. Loving you all so much. This is a blast, and I'm just having best of times. It was the best of times, and it was the best of times again. Maxar. I'm gonna keep an eye on this thing because again, I do have a put sale on it. Like if it closes below there, I could probably buy another like March put to protect this February. AMD broke below the 200 on the daily. Wow. Oh, oh my goodness. Dang, team. Are we going to go lower out there? It sure does look like it. Wow. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to jump in right now on anything, but on some retests. Guys, I don't know. Like, yeah, I was in calls and I sold them. And I'm kind of glad. Because we start retesting tomorrow, these high levels, like it looks like this poop party is in town. There's no diapers to be found on some of these stocks, man. It's looking a little rough. Visa, really income is strong. Intel, oh, look at Intel. Now that is a gap. We knew it was going to be a strong gap, but that thing, I mean, on earnings, you got to be a little bit more aggressive. And I should have known that on Tesla. Right. The day of earnings, you got to be a little bit more aggressive. I should have played this on the 2-minute. Dang, that was a drop. Okay. Lucian says, I tried to get a piece of Intel, but didn't get a chance, even on the 1-minute. Dang. Yeah, man. No, it just flew. Like there was no bull candle anywhere to be found. Like it just sank like a stone. So I get it. I get it. I'm not in either. I made zero money on this. So Apple gapped up a little bit. AMD is still weak. Delta randomly is up. Carnival Cruise Lines is flat, essentially pancake flat. All right. Zim. So some people were worried about not getting filled on Zim. And again, this is just, we're playing this 10 EMA strategy from a swing trade perspective, but it filled at 61.70, right? No clue if it's going to work. It probably won't, honestly. I mean, the market's very bearish, but want to throw out an order to see if we got one, right? Sophie, SOFI, we have a bear swing trade set up on Sophie, and it didn't retest quite heavy enough for us. Same thing with Lucid, right? We had Lucid set up. Sierra Oncology, we still have an order open, right? LCID, almost hit my target at 2902. 200 simple. That's kind of like my area that I'm looking for. Ron, I didn't cancel Sophie yet. No, I'm leaving that open for right now. Just in case. Yep. Union Pacific. So UNP probably going to be canceling this one. And then ExxonMobil is still strong. So we're going to be canceling ExxonMobil today because it just didn't fill. Again, most likely. Most likely. And then Travelers is got 30 cents away from our target of 171.75. So earnings is already over. I mean, this one's one that we can do some fun things. Yeah, bro. Yes. Delta 10 EMA strategy. Kelly's asking. Let's go look at it. It certainly could be. It's been really, really strong. Let's go pull up the 10 EMA on both time frames. Delta. Yep, it would qualify. It absolutely would. The one thing I'm going to be slightly cautious on that particular setup is these purple lines represent some daily moving averages that we were drawing that were just, there's, got to be cognizant of that resistance. It does look a little double topish. Now, can you still just take this trade based on the setup? You can, right? Entry here, stop there. You can do that. Here's a hammer. You could buy this retest. You could buy this support. I'm going to wait just a little bit because it got rejected immediately. So keep an eye on Delta. And if you traded it and you got triggered in, great try. I'm going to wait 7 more minutes. I'm about to hand off the baton, and Dan Jansen will take over and find you guys a great trade. He crushed a 1.4 hours on NVIDIA just yesterday. What's up, Judah? How you going, champion? Silicon Motion Technologies. This is the daily chart. Oh, that's weak. Yeah, if that thing retests, absolutely. I'll put that on the list for this afternoon. Like, that's such a good, that's beautiful, man. Short the pants off that thing on a pullback. Gustavo says TRV Travelers. Yep. So Travelers, we are in a swing trade on this one. We set this up together. We all got filled at 165.24. So we're up about 4 points a share, trying to sell it at 171.75. Yes, yes, yes. My girl Lee Mian, how you doing, Lee? Hope you're doing fantastic. How's John? How's Victor? How's Vaughn? How's the family? PayPal could absolutely go either way. It's still kind of sitting on top of this 200 simple moving average on a weekly chart. So it could absolutely go either direction. Michael says, what's your thoughts on Amazonian? So Amazon, I am in a holding pattern right now on Amazon, which means I'm waiting as patiently as possible because there is nothing at all that looks strong on Amazon. Now, can it go higher? Absolutely. Earnings are sometime next week or late next week. We'll see what happens on earnings, but man, this looks hella weak. If for some reason we start breaking this low on Amazon, I'm not saying we will, just saying if we do, we're going to go to 2,400 and the whole market's going to take another 6-7% plunge. That's a 13% drop on Amazon. So yeah, if Amazon hits that, we take out the low of this candle, the whole market's going to go down another 5-6% minimum. Amazon will pull the market down. Now, if we gap up on earnings, great, right? Earnings are tonight on Apple, so if Apple gaps up, which I think they do, the market will probably slowly peel a little bit higher, and then Apple will gap up and likely fade down. So we'll see, but it's going to be intriguing either way. FM. All right. Still hasn't closed below that level. Southwest, Beaches Wholesale. RLT UK says best way to hedge Amazon. I know you're in some shares. Best way to hedge. I'm trying to think of all the option strategies. They're just so pricey, huh? Do you have 100? Yeah, because if you can sell some longer term calls around 30, let's say 3,300, maybe like July, you'll get some okay premium and then use that premium to get into a bear put spread. So buy this put and sell this put for over earnings like that week. So February week 1 or week 2. And that way, if we do gap down, this will become profitable. If we gap up, right, cool, you might get caught away at 3,300, but that's still pretty far away. But even if it gaps up, we know it's going to fade back down to fill the gap. And so you'd be able to buy that back for a profit eventually, especially if you sold like in April or May. And then you can just keep waiting it out. And then you could day trade it after that. So that's probably what I would do if I had 100 shares of Amazon or enough to do a cover call, or even close to it if I had like 60 or something. All right, this is the last one I'm going to look at today, folks, and then I'm out. GC, is this the stock, or are you looking at futures on gold? Golf, GC. Oh yeah, you want gold futures? Okay. Gold futures, man, are pancake flat, bro, Seppi. I would just say thank you for being cool, futures, and move on. That's what I would do. I couldn't trade this. Yeah, I'm not good enough to trade that. Too flat. If anything, short the pullback. All right, folks, that's it. That's my time. It's been an honor and privilege. I hope you